5-decade-long journey in theatre and films.
It's quite a long time that will go on.
In parallel cinema, you have so many awards in your name.
Actually, in fact, I started the parallel cinema only.
What is more rewarding about theatre?
Theatre, good performance.
Passionate you were?
They're not. And if you're not passionate, you would have died long back.
Are there playwrights or actors that influence your work still?
No, I don't say that. I get excited with the writings.
You had a lead role in that film, right?
You see, I'm a trained professional.
Worked in films as well and theatre. So what is the difference?
Two technologies are different. Sciences are different.
Today's cinema and how it is different from the times it was before. You have worked at
today's cinema it has actually been commercialized and commercial when Mother India was made, Son of India was made, and then in Insanit was made as a kid.
Hello, my name is Tayuba and I'm your host. And today we have a very, very special guest with us, Mr. M.K Raina Sahab, who is a very renowned face in the world of theatre and films. Sir has been a graduate in National School of Drama and he has produced over 150 plays in 12 different languages. And sir, we welcome you. We would like you to tell us about your 5-decade-long journey in theatre and films.
It's quite a long time that will go on. I stay in Delhi. I am a Kashmiri. My one foot is in Kashmir, one foot is in Delhi, and the rest of the time is at rest of India and a little bit out abroad. I am a freelancer and I worked here for 5 decades, and it has been a rough and tough and good fight to be where you have to reach. I've done plays from Sanskrit classics to Shakespeare to Chekhov, Norcon to all kinds of playwrights, and sometimes I compose a play myself. I take up a book if I think it can be made a dramatic effect. I've done a couple of them also. I've done a solo performance of very eminent actors. I had a privilege of directing very great theatre actresses in the country like Surekha Sikri, Uttara Balkar, Biswas, and from Punjab, very eminent actress called Nita Wahindra. I worked on Horse and I worked in the Seal.
That's quite a long journey. And you have worked in parallel cinema. You have so many awards in your name.
Well, yes.
You've done...
You see, actually, in fact, I started the parallel cinema only. Because when I was at Amnesty, I just competed and somebody came to the hostel and said that I want to meet him. So I went out and it was Avatar call. But he returned from New York Film School and I wanted to make a feature film. And we got talking, and since he had been to New York is we call this heart of culture, a contemporary culture, and he asked me questions, where I stand intellectually, etc. We did that. Then he handed me a novel of a Hindi writer called Karmesh Bakshi called It's called 18 Suraj Ke Paudhe. I read it, and next day we had a meeting, we talked about the novel, then handing me over the scenario. He said, "You're on." So we were 3 months after 6 months in train shooting that film. It is only the trains films. And it was everybody's first film, so everybody was mad at me.
Okay, so...
Cameraman was mad, I was mad, Avatar was mad, and we'll take any risk, break any rule, get arrested even for some hours, and but we can.
Well, isn't that the beauty of filmmaking? Tell us, how did you get introduced to the world of theatre? What intrigued you about theatre?
My school in Kashmir. Yeah, I belonged to a school where we had a principal who was a great poet of Kashmir, Nidanath Nadir. He's a great poet. And he used to write operas plays for us, and that's how the baptism of theatre came. School produced a very big production, which became a big event for the state. So anybody will come and get his children to this play. After that, every amateur theatre, that was a good Kashmir. There were many theatre groups, they needed a child actor.
This was in 90s?
60s.
Yeah, you're talking about your school days, right? So, you're from Kashmir, so...
Yes.
So, was it difficult to do theatre in Kashmir?
No, not.
Okay.
No. There were many groups who were performing. They were amateurs, but they were very bright amateurs.
Okay.
Now that is little bit now shaping itself again. Because I got involved, I trained around about 200 youngsters to do theatre. It was me. Now they are in festivals. And that is like a new sort of phase of life, theatre.
What is more rewarding about theatre? What do you feel like?
Good theatre, good performance. What else? Rewarding.
Do you still feel the same passionate you were so many years ago when you started off? I think I know.
Really, you cannot, and if you're not passionate, you would die long back.
Right.
I mean, you live in a passé. So if you are relevant, people think, no, we have to talk to him. We want him to work for us. Naturally, you're still there. Otherwise, you pack up your bags and say, stay at home.
Sir, we've heard you have sort of activism in you. I won't be surprised because you're into theatre. Also, are there playwrights or actors that influence your work still?
No, I don't say that. I get excited with the writings. And I see. I mean, my problem is when I get a script, new wording, I read it in one move. I lock myself for hours, maybe 5 hours, 6 hours, 3 hours. I want to get the first impact of the playwright. And if that is good, then I'm in worship. If I want to do it,
Okay.
then starts a meditation on it, starts brewing of it. It takes a year or a half to brew it till it comes to a final form you want. In that, if the writer is quite near me, I will exchange notes with him. But I also want my freedom. I'm very clear cut about this freedom business of my work. Because he has written, it's a written word now. He has not done a performance. Performance is our area. And we'll be doing the performance of it. You better walk.
Oh, wow. I'm taking notes. So you worked in Tare Zameen Par, Aisha. You have so many other films in your name. There was one movie called New Delhi Times. I personally like it a lot. You had a lead role in that film, right? Sure. Yeah, and Sharmila Tagore and Om Puri Saab. So how was the experience?
You see, I'm a trained professional. I'm supposed to be good. If I'm not good, I should quit. See, enemy after comes, and I worked with a lot of them. I worked with Mrs. Sukumaran at Sarbuk, I worked with Amir, I worked with. Leaving that aside, I worked with best actors of battle cinema, super actors. And I have to be ready for any kind of future. But fortunately, those actors who have been working in commercial or battle cinema, young, old, after your age, and when the film the young fellow was your age. And I take him also very seriously. It's as serious I have taken start. I will take Mrinal Singh, or I will take, for example, Murali Das Gupta. I've done film with him also. So it is not that, it is your attitude. You get a script, you like the script, you respect the script, and then you start working hard on the script. And you have some queries about the director, explain to me this, explain to me that, and they like that. I think most of the directors I worked with, they love the way you discuss when they can I do this, and can I do this, can we try this with, and etc. But when you're on the sets, there you can't do much, because everything is on spot. You have to, the time is very important for a shoot.
Definitely.
So whatever has happened is just to be done right at the beginning.
Sir, also, I had a question for you. You worked in films as well and theatre. So what is the difference?
Two technologies. Sciences are different. And the way in filmmakers try to say a scene of a romance or a tragedy, that will not apply in theatre. It will be a different way.
Right.
Because there is an actor in both of them does not mean they are making. But the professional actors you work with here, and I did my first film also, camera did not bother me at all. I left it to the cameraman and the director, YouTube option, it's in some pleasure. But after a few days, everything was smooth. I mean, there was no, in fact, he said, I'm running at some case, I think something cut to. But yes, I had studied cinema, I did course in cinema. I read every day cinema, in fact. I have a library of for all of films.
Is there a specific genre or any film
But good film is good film.
that it is? Tell us about your experience in LPU. This was your first time, right?
So I got a call from Mr. Mukesh.
Yeah.
I only see his programs on my this in that Shini.com channel. And it's a very, very well done channel.
Indeed.
In fact, the most reliable channel I would say about news and other discussions, political discussions, social discussions. And I had done one discussion with them on what it was on some theatre thing. We did together, and I never met. Because this technology says you think about tools to continue work. So I got a call from him, and I was getting surprised. I'd heard about this sphere, I didn't know about it. And as it is, I had time, so I came here. I was a little skeptical, to be honest, what is expected of me. He gave the direction that what do I do? But then I talked to the people who are running the department, and the professors, and they helped me. I said, you need feedback. What? Then at night, I went on my bed and started making what is possible in 15 days to give maximum to these students. And I hope I tried to do that with them.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been wonderful.
I think the school has a long way to go. Long way to go. And I hope they do theatre production, big production, go to Delhi, do a ticketed shows, earn money, bring you to college back.
And have you back in the school. Tell us about today's cinema and how it is different from the times it was before. You have worked in
today's cinema it has actually been commercialized and commercial when Mother India was made, Son of India was made, and then in the Insaniyat was made as a kid. उसमें एक बंदर होता था, उसका नाम क्या था? Zippy. How that film like with the Rip one. So it is commercial cinema is business. Project is business. They don't look at whether it's aesthetically good or aesthetically better. I quote you, Manmohan Desai saying, logic bhul jao, item hona chahiye, item. Logic to cinema, he will jump the axis. Even you see, even the people in the south, they jump the axis very easily, no problem. And that has become a genre now. And serious cinema, it has always been a little bit of a gradual cinema in the sense. It does not have funds, it does not have support, it doesn't have distribution, but it just makes its spark. And that way, if I say a parallel cinema is the cinema which is recognized universally in the world.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry to say it should know it that people go to Cannes Film Festival, all our stars go, but they are never on the main carpet there. These are these carpets, but then which are red carpets of these L'Oreal and other people. They are sponsored by the dress is sponsored by your hotel is sponsored by food is sponsored by the relatives are sponsored by. The film which has in late 30s or early 40s, Niche Another was the only film which has got the Cannes Festival. No other Indian film till date, not in Satyajit, has got that. They got Berlin, they got Venice and other things. So we are in a papa. We have got Super Bazaar of, one of the, what is it, mall. And he decorated highly nice advertising cinema, high power $1 million budget. That's fun. And then the little smaller cinema. It's like a good book. You can keep it in the library, you can read it because it has more gray matter.
The parallel cinema?
Yes.
Awesome.
It needs that. Even if now things have changed, otherwise most of the national award used to be backed by parallel cinema.
Is it because the movies were more socio-political and they would...
No, I would say aesthetic. Political in the one reason, but they're aesthetically done. For example, I like to trade a tribute to a cameraman called K.K. Mahajan. He was a film shoot cameraman. The first film he did was Kiroti President's Award. Second film he did the President's Award. Third film President's Award. He was a young boy. So those were the cameramen, technical people who brought. They brought change in the technical aspect of the Indian cinema today, which you see now. Cinema students used to be hated, they know what it is. Now they change the whole craft of this, and the sound in cinematography, in acting, everything is changed.
I remember you saying something about the montages in a session.
Yeah, we don't know what montage is. We have the pretty picture after pretty picture after picture. That's montage is not that. Montage is an aesthetic theory done by Einstein. He created a series where you put one image, it says one meaning, you put another image to it, the meaning changes. You put a third, everything changes. And it uses deeper dimensions of the thing. So, that's one thing. And a montage is set to the application. Montage is also gone now in different directions. And you see that post is for me. He has a shot in machine is 10 minutes shot. Camera is just tracking in long shot. And father is talking to son a story about Buddha. So 10 minute shot. Yanchu is a filmmaker, he is like a Romanian filmmaker. 20 shots in that film. Army is moving. Pata nahi kya cuts.
Too many cuts.
No, not cuts. 20 shots. I am done a film, 3 shots. There's a film called 3.5. It is done by a Ukrainian filmmaker who is in India now. She lives in India. She gave me an offer. I didn't charge her money. She had no money. So I said I could do this film because it was about a house. In the house there are 3 stories on based times. One first story it was about it. Second it was a school. Third older people live there. And each story is 35 minutes one shot.
That's really shocking.
It was over.
Wow.
See, that's a different, those are experiments. And people dare those experiments, one should help those experiments.
I'm sure all this comes from too much knowledge and reading and knowing cinema and theatre for a long time. So we had a really, really great time having you here, and we look forward to having more sessions with you. In fact, interactive sessions. So thank you so much.
Thank you. It has been a wonderful day to come here for me. It was a good change.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you.